Hey, it's Miracle Max. Welcome to Rise of Civilizations. Today I want to talk to you about commanders and do an intro into commanders. This video will be for new players who are trying to understand all the parts to building a commander, and there are many. So before we build Boudica, I'm going to go back in to my village and to my tavern and use every key I have. The tavern is where you're going to get most of the supplies you need to upgrade commanders. So I want to make sure I have as much as I can before we try to build Boudica. I always start with my silver keys. They don't have as much bang, but they're free. So that starlight sculpture on the far right, we're going to use that momentarily. Tome of Knowledge, those help us with experience points for our commanders. More Tomes of Knowledge. Markswoman. We've already unlocked her, but this gives us more sculptures for her and some starlight sculptures. Centurion and Lancelot sculptures and another starlight sculpture. More starlight sculptures and a Tome of Knowledge. More markswoman sculptures. All right. I wish she was more valuable in the game. We did get two Tomoe Gozen sculptures, and we love her. Last silver key gives us some Tomes of Knowledge and some starlight sculptures. I'm going to confirm that, and here we go with the big boys. 15 gold keys. Charles Martel, two sculptures. He is amazing. Starlight sculpture, Tome of Knowledge, and Kusunoku Masashige sculptures. All right, Julius Caesar sculptures. I just reached 10 Julius Caesar sculptures, which means I can unlock him. Wow. I'll have to do that later. And two El Cid sculptures. Sorry. He is the best commander in the game, so I'm excited to see Julius. More Julius, more Tomoe, and some Tomes of Knowledge for experience. All right, we've got some speed ups and one Tome of Knowledge. Gaius Marius, we already own him. He is a great gatherer, and we'll use him a lot in this game, so glad to get him. Herman sculpture and Lancelot sculptures. Lancelot, and Gaius. Herman and Ulgi Mundok. Starlight sculpture and Tomoe Gozen. More Julius Caesar sculptures. Wow, this is the best spin I've ever had. Now I want to let you know, whenever you have a commander pop up like this, if you already own him, instead of him being summoned into the game, or her, you will receive 10 sculptures of this commander. More Gaius sculptures. That starlight sculpture we'll need shortly. More Gaius sculptures, and again it says under the confirm button you already own this commander, will receive Gaius Marius sculptures times 10 instead. Starlight sculptures, Joan of Arc. Boudica sculpture, we love Boudica, she's our main commander. And a starlight sculpture. Starlight, last golden key. Lancelot, Boudica, and one dazzling starlight sculpture. All right, we're going to confirm that. All right. I need to disconnect for a minute so I can buy this. But this package, real quick, Writer of History package, is the best value in the game. For $5, the items that you're getting, it says the bundle's worth 66,375 gems for $5. This is one, if you are going to put money into the game at all, this is definitely where you want to do that. For right now, we'll close that and I'll buy that right when I get out of the game. And we're going to go back to our commanders and to Boudica. Okay, so let's start with experience points in commanders. Experience points determine the level of your commander. And right now, Boudica is level 10. Now, what does that level determine? Well, it determines how many troops we can take with her out on the battlefield. And if you see below the gold bar of experience points, it says troop capacity of 13,000. If we click on that, being City Hall 6 gives us a 9,000 capacity, and our commander level of level 10 gives us 4,000 additional troops. There are two places you can get experience points. The first way is Tomes of Knowledge, and Tomes of Knowledge are in your items under Other. And you can see here we start with level 1 and they actually go all the way up to level 7. Level 1 is 100 experience points. Level 7 is 50,000 experience points, which seems like a ton at the beginning of the game. Once you get up above level 40 and your commanders take 1 million experience points to upgrade, 50,000 doesn't seem like that many. Alright, so that's the first way to get experience points. The second way is to take your commander out in battle. And if we go to my mail and go to a battle against a level 7 barbarian, you can see that Boudica picked up 700 experience points for battling. And that is the way primarily you're going to upgrade your main commander. Alright, back to Boudica. Okay, the next thing important about commanders is their star level. And if you see under her name, she has 1 golden star. Now, for each golden star you have, you can upgrade your commander 10 levels. So right now Boudica is at level 10. You can see the golden bar is full and I won't be able to use any experience points on her. If I try to, it says to upgrade the star level first. To upgrade a star, we're going to click the yellow arrow next to it. And we're going to use our Starlight Sculptures to upgrade her star level. Once we unlock her second star, we'll be able to upgrade her to level 2. Now I'm not going to do that yet, and I'll explain why in just a second. Where do you get Starlight Sculptures though? Well, there's a few places. We just saw in the tavern that when we unlock chests, we can get Starlight Sculptures. We can also get Starlight Sculptures in the Courier, and they're always on the bottom row. Sometimes you can buy them for gems, sometimes you can buy them for resources. I'm going to go ahead and spend 100 gems to refresh just so you can see. And there's none on the bottom row. Good job. Alright, but as you can see on that bottom row, we have 3 items that are for sale for gems and 1 item that's for sale for wood. So this is a place to look for Starlight Sculptures. The next place you can buy Starlight Sculptures is in your shop in the VIP tab. Now, the VIP tab, what is available to you will be determined by your VIP level. And your VIP level is next to your commander icon in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. But as you can see at VIP level 4, the purple or epic Starlight Commander sculptures are available. At VIP 5, Dazzling Starlight Sculptures are available, which are your legendary level. And I didn't see, it looks like the very basic 2 levels are not available. If I go into the regular store and go into Other, oh no, boosts. I'm not sure, I don't ever buy these. Well, it looks like in the regular store you cannot purchase Starlight Sculptures. And the last place that you can get Starlight Sculptures would be in events. So if we go up to our event note in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that there are different rewards available depending on what events you're doing. Right now it looks like we have a lot of training potions available. Let me just claim those so they don't bug me. In Hero Returns, no Starlight Sculptures there right now. Who will reign supreme? None there. And let's go to Era Breakthrough. Alright, so right now we don't have any events to help us get Starlight Sculptures. That's okay though. Back to Boudica. Alright, the next thing that's important and is the reason behind me not upgrading the star level of Boudica yet is her skills. Now each commander has 4 or 5 skills available to them depending on the type of commander they are. Boudica's skills, if I go to skills, her very first skill available is an active skill. And I will go into these in more detail, but just know that each skill can be upgraded 5 levels. Now, the number of stars you have below Boudica's name determines how many of these skills are unlocked. So right now I have 1 star, so 1 skill is unlocked. The moment that I go to a second skill, I unlock, well, second star, I unlock the second skill. When I go to upgrade the skills, the game says every upgrade will randomly increase the level of an unlocked commander skill. So as soon as I unlock the second skill, I change the chances of what skill will unlock. Right now, if I had enough Boudica sculptures, I would be able to upgrade only the very first skill, Lament of the Insurgent. But if I go up in star level, 1 level, it will upgrade either the Lament of Insurgent or the group battle. Um, for the most part, on every commander, their first skill is most important. And as I release videos on commanders, I'll let you know whether the first one is the most important or the second or which ones to highlight. But for the most part, you do not want to upgrade to star level 2 on a commander until you have maxed out their first skill. Right now, I am 16 sculptures short of that. And let's talk for a minute about sculptures. How do I get sculptures of Boudica? Well, next to her Boudica sculpture 4 out of 20, if I hit that plus arrow, this will tell me the places that I can get her sculptures. I can open them in chests in the tavern, in the expedition, which we haven't discussed yet, the metal store, or I can use universal sculptures, and those are available in events, in chests, and I think that's about it. So I need 16 more Boudica sculptures before I'm willing to unlock her second star level. We're going to go back. The next thing I want to talk to you about is a talent tree. And the talent tree was changed a couple weeks ago in the game. And if you notice under Boudica's name, she has 3 primary talents. Her first talent is integration. This commander has balanced abilities and excels at leading armies containing multiple types of units. Well, right now, when we take Boudica out on the field, we are using a few archers, a few infantry, a few cavalry, and a few siege, because frankly, we don't have very many troops, and so we do have to mix our type of troops. So that's a good skill for her. Her second skill is Peacekeeper. This commander excels at defeating barbarians and other neutral units. Well, as you've seen probably by now in early gameplay, you spend most of your time out attacking barbarians. So this is an important Boudica skill. The third one available is called Skill. This says this commander excels at dealing damage by using an active skill. So when we look at these 3 skills, we need to decide which one is most important to us in building her talent tree. Now, the question will be, what are you using her for? Right now in the game, I am using her to attack barbarians. And for that reason and that reason only, I am building up her Peacekeeper talent tree. Later in the game, once I unlock my favorite Peacekeeper in the game, Lohar, I will reset her talent tree and build her as a skill player. And the reason for this is that Boudica's first skill is an active skill that does a great amount of damage. And if I build up that talent tree, the active talent tree, or I'm sorry, they changed the name of it to skill. If I build up that skill talent tree, then I will greatly enhance her damage. But that's for later in the game. Right now, I care about barbarians and killing barbarians, so I'm going to build her talent tree in that form. For a Peacekeeper, like I'm building Boudica, the first skill of importance is called Insight. And Insight I talked about in my last video, and that reduces the number of action points to attack barbarians on the field. So the base for all commanders is 50, but for Boudica, because I've built up this skill, her base is 40. How do I get talent points to build this up? Well, you get 1 talent point for every level that you increase your commander by. So right now her level is 10. which means I've upgraded her 9 levels from the base of 1. So I have 9 talent tree points. And if you count this out, 1 for the first skill, 3 for this skill, 3 here, and 2 more here, that gets us to the total of 9. As we further build Boudica in her skills, or I'm sorry, in her talent tree, other talents that I'm really interested in getting for her is this one, a trophy hunter, which gives us level 1 resource packs. 5 of them if I do it to level 1. If I do it to level 2, it's 10, and level 3 is 15. So that means every time she attacks, I either get 15,000 food, 15,000 wood, and then the multiples of stone and gold. That's in addition to all the other bonuses I'm getting. So that one is really important. The other skills I want to pick up is this experience buff, and it's called Quick Study. And what this does, it increases the amount of experience my commanders gain by defeating barbarians. 5% per point I put in there, so a total of 15% increase. The other direction I want to head with her talents is this top branch, increasing the attack of all units, increasing normal damage dealt to barbarians, and remember that's why we're using her to attack barbarians, and then increasing skill damage dealt to barbarians. So that would be my short, quick build on a Peacekeeper. Obviously, the higher in level they get, the more talents I'll be able to fill in. Alright, the last thing I want to talk about on a commander build, we've covered experience points, leveling them up, star level, skills, and talent tree. The last part is power. And in this game, in the upper left-hand corner by your icon is the number 61,643, and that's my current power. Now, power in this game has 4 parts: building power, technology power, troop power, and commander power. So every time I level up a commander or level up their skill or their talents, my commander power goes up. You will find in this game that you are judged on 2 things. Number 1, what is your power number? And number 2, what level are your troops? So whenever possible, we're going to upgrade our commanders and upgrade their power to increase this number. All right, that covers my introduction into commanders. I hope that you found this information helpful. If you did, please like this video. By liking the video, you are pushing me up in searches so more people will see the video. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions tell me that people are interested in seeing videos on a daily basis, and that will make me continue to make them. I do appreciate you coming by, and if you would like to talk to me privately, you can comment on the video. You can contact me through my Discord link, which is in the sidebar, or reach me through Twitter at mmaxgaming. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.